Assalamualaikum and a very good day. We bid to the panels. So today we would like to present our research proposal entitled Factors that Influence Cosmetic Loyalty Among the Female Students in UiTM Kedah. So this research proposal has been supervised by Dr. Siti Norfazlina Binti Yusoff. So first thing first, we will introduce ourselves. The first researchers named Nurzarith Fatiha Binti Najebudin Arabi, and the second is Izzatul Husna Binti Azli. So both of the researchers are from Bachelor in Administrative Science Honours of the Faculty of Administrative Science and Policy Studies in UiTM Kedah.
For the introduction, this research was conducted to find out the factors that contribute to cosmetic loyalty among female students in UiTM Kedah. In cosmetic history timeframe, it is at least 6,000 years of the human history and it reflects almost all population throughout the world. Cosmetic has become well known in the Middle Age from Western view and specifically can be seen from the upper class, such as nobles and the royalties. However, despite being assumed that cosmetic originated from the Far East, there has been a study on non-industrial cultures that shows cosmetic has been used worldwide. In Malaysia, definition term for cosmetic is under cosmetic notification holder. So cosmetic product means any substance or preparation intended to be applied in contact with any external parts of the human body, be it for face, hair, nails, aesthetic, lips, and external genital organs, as well as to beautify teeth and the mucous membranes of the oral cavity. This can be done by exclusively cleaning, perfuming, changing its appearance, and or correcting body odors, and or to protect them to be in a good condition always. So customer loyalty is a condition where the consumer receives the same kind of product or service from the vendor. Loyalty means an extent of commitment that a consumer purchases the same goods from the same vendor, even there are other vendors within the industry. So this action, also known as brand resonance, which reflects the relationship between the customer and the brand of the goods. As the cosmetic industry has been expanded rapidly in Malaysia, the purchasing power of the consumer among the teenagers and adults also increased. It was stated in 2020 that the cosmetic users in Malaysia will total up to 4.6 million people, and by the year of 2024, the amount was expected to be increased to 7 million people. But Asians nowadays tend to overuse the cosmetic product for whitening purpose. As we know, here the consumer will use any product without investigating first whether it is harmful or not for the users itself. Hence, in 2019, various cosmetic ban activities had occurred, especially when the Health Ministry National Pharmaceutical Regulatory Agency has named 5 cosmetic products that contain scheduled poisons and 9 other cosmetic brands that violated the use of drugs, which brought danger to the consumer's health, like damage to the kidneys, nerves, systems, stunted brain development, and many more. Therefore, this research aims to study about the factors that influence the cosmetic loyalty among the female students in UiTM Kedah. As you can see from the slide, there are 4 research questions and 4 research objectives, with the analysis concluded by the researchers. First thing first, the research questions and research objectives 1 indicates that there is a strong positive relationship between brand trust and cosmetic loyalty. For the second, research questions and research objectives indicates that there is a moderate positive relationship between price and cosmetic loyalty. Third is indicates that there is no positive relationship between promotion and cosmetic loyalty, whereas for the last one is quality, and it indicates that there is a moderate positive relationship between quality and cosmetic loyalty. So the analysis done is by using the Pearson correlation coefficient. Of territorial, it will cover the area of various departments in UiTM Kedah. This study will take time within 2 semesters starting March 2020 until January 2021. During the distribution of questionnaire, there will be no time limitation due to the pandemic. So as for the level of respondent, the distribution of questionnaires will be given towards the female students of UiTM Kedah. The result of this study can help the researchers to create an efficient and effective marketing strategies that can improve the loyalty of the customers. In any companies, customer satisfaction becomes an important value for the organization, and by conducting this study, it can be used to predict the consumer behavior towards the cosmetic product in the future. Furthermore, it also helps the researchers to understand the need of the consumer for them to be able to success in the industry. So the key terms definition, cosmetic loyalty in this research refers to the behavioral response and one of a function of psychological processes. Okay. Secondly, brand trust means in this research refers to the willingness of the consumers to the actions taken by the supplier of the cosmetic product to perceive confident probabilities or expectancy. Price in this research means for the sellers of the cosmetic product measuring the price awareness among the consumers, whereby it is to recall of the specific price, the intensity of the prior research, and the pressure of the shoppers in comparing the prices. Promotion here means it refers to the product offering in communicating with the customers through mass media, such as the commercial break in television or radios. Whereas for the quality in this research, it is to measure the consumer's satisfaction by extracting response regarding in the features and the benefits of the product. In Chapter 2, it focuses on the review of related literature on the past empirical studies. Cosmetic loyalty indicates the result of consistently positive emotional experience from the brand consumers, physical attribute-based satisfaction, and the perceived value of the experience in the eyes of the user of the said product or services. So this situation of experience conveyed the similarities of cosmetic loyalty and brand loyalty. So secondly is trust. Shimona in 2016 defined trust as the extent of what the consumers believe that a certain brand satisfies his or her desire. It also cited that brand trial is a vital factor that mediates the customer behaviors before and after purchasing the products, and it causes long-term loyalty as well as strengthening the bond between two parties. The brand trust brought out positive emotional response from the customers as a result of its use towards the specific product if the consumers deemed fit and felt the product suits them. So, brand image is used to introduce a product to the community and can be in the form of a human being with nothing else characterized. For example, in Malaysia, brand image can represent the quality of the product and create trust with the firm. In the study, brand image has become an extremely important element to the marketing experts and consumers because those experts use brand image to create various strategies and extending the brand itself. So, brand image refers to the firm character by comparing the price with many brands for full satisfaction. But in regards to loyal customers, price changing in the products of their favorite brand will be unnoticed due to their attachment and loyalty to the brand itself. Thus, by comparing price with perceived value and cost, it can build satisfaction and loyalty of the brand among the consumers. Okay. For the next variable is promotion. Here, promotion is the source of providing information about brand to society and customers in order to gain more recognition and fame. Thus, advertising is one of the best ways of promoting the information of the brand product where it can create a good image of the brand in the mind of the consumers as compared to other competitors. So as consumers nowadays demand different commodities based on their preference because they are more exposed to their rights and purchasing power, the awareness about the products to be purchased will influence their mind and decision making because it can maximize their satisfaction. Product quality refers to the ability of a product to satisfy the implied needs and expectations of the customers. It is one of the important factors that influence the purchase intention among Malaysian consumers, and they usually tend to perceive a well-known product as having high quality. This is because, based on the quality of the product, customers may decide whether they want to continue with the purchase of a particular brand or switch to other brands. Based on the conceptual frameworks shown, it has been identified that cosmetic loyalty works by 4 independent variables, which are brand trust, price, promotion, and quality. So the dependent variable is cosmetic loyalty, where at the end of the day, it will influence the consumer behavior towards the cosmetic product. Each independent variables do have relationship with the dependent variables in this study. In regards to the hypothesis of this research, there will be further explanation in Chapter 4.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Izzatul Binti Azli, and I will explain further regarding the method used in this study. So, as for the research designed, the study used the quantitative approach to test all the hypotheses and answering all the research questions. The study also focused on the factor that influenced the cosmetic loyalty among female students in UiTM Kedah. Therefore, the study target respondent is the female student that use cosmetic product in UiTM Kedah. Sample here indicate as the representative or a group of people, object or item that being extracted from the whole population for the measurement purpose. Regarding the sample frame, in this study, the researcher do not have the ability to investigate the whole population in terms of time and resources. Therefore, the researcher decide to collect the data in UiTM Kedah. But population in UiTM Kedah is large and the amount is unknown with uncertainty. Therefore, 50 respondents has been selected from the female student as the sample size in this study. From the 50 sample, the researcher decide to use the convenient sampling as the technique since the respondents are readily accessible and available for the study. Through this non-probability sampling technique, the researcher conduct a questionnaire method and the respondents are selected randomly until it answer the sample size of 50 respondents. However, due to COVID-19 pandemic, the method of the distribution are using the medium of Google Form, and the answer given by the respondent will be collected and will be analyzed by using the software of IBM SPSS version 25. Descriptive statistic is used to investigate the gathered information. It will include some changes in the raw data and convert it into a more easier data with a proper aligned structure that able to identify the factor that influence the cosmetic loyalty among female students in UiTM Kedah. However, this study will only use this descriptive statistic on the demographic section and not for the variable section. As for the pilot study, the researcher has distributed 30 questionnaires as the sample, and the researcher has used the Crunchbug alpha value to analyze the level of understanding regarding the question among the respondents. And from the table, the result shows that each of the variable shown a value of 0.7 and above. That shows that the questionnaire are acceptable and good. For the normality testing, skewness and kurtosis value are used to know the normality distribution of the variables. And by looking at the result shown in the table, it shows that brand trust, price, promotion, and also quality are assumed to be normally distributed since both value falls between -2 and 2. For the demographic profile of the respondent, this study only highlights two characteristics, consists of age of the respondent and whether they consume cosmetic product or not. From the result, it shows that 100% of the respondent has answered the survey, and it shows that majority of the respondents are female students from 23 years old, 22, 24, and 20 years old. The least amount coming from 19 and 21 years old female students. The result also shows 100% of the respondents are consuming the cosmetic product. For the descriptive analysis result, there are 5 questions that has been prepared by the researcher with answering options, which are strongly disagreed, neutral, agreed, and strongly agreed. And by looking at the table, the statement from question 4 hold the highest mean with the value of 4.2800, and the statement from question 3 hold the lowest mean with the value of 3.6200. The average mean is from the statement number 2 that hold the value of 3.8600. For the research analysis, the finding for the study found out that there is a significant relationship between brand trust and also the cosmetic loyalty. Through analysis, the study also found that there is a significant relationship between price and also cosmetic loyalty. With the result shows that the p-value is under 0.05, the study found that there is a significant relationship between promotion and cosmetic loyalty. This study also found that there is a significant relationship between quality and cosmetic loyalty. In order to know the extent of cosmetic loyalty among female students in UiTM Kedah, 5 items has been placed to be tested. As for the average mean, it was found that 17 out of 50 female students answered that they agreed with the statement that state they would like to buy new cosmetic product from the same brand. From the result for the descriptive analysis, it was also shows that most of the respondents often promote the product that they use positively towards their friend, and least of the respondents have the tendency to switch their current product to other brand due to the product attractiveness. Next, to determine the relationship between brand trust and also the cosmetic loyalty, the researcher has conducted an analysis, and through that analysis, it was found that there is a strong positive relationship between brand trust and also cosmetic loyalty. Other than that, through the same analysis, in order to determine the relationship between price and also cosmetic loyalty among the female students in UiTM Kedah, it was found that there is a moderate positive relationship between both variables. From the analysis that being conducted by the researcher in order to determine the relationship between promotion and also cosmetic loyalty among female students in UiTM Kedah, it was found that there is a low positive relationship between promotion and also cosmetic product. Lastly, the researcher want to determine the relationship between quality and cosmetic loyalty among female students in UiTM Kedah, and from the analysis result, it shows that there is a moderate positive relationship between both variables.
The implication of this research is that all independent variables do significantly influence the relationship between the independent variables and the dependent variables. Also, the limitation endured by the researchers during the completion of this research. First is the researchers had a small scope of discussion, which located in a very small area. The second limitation is the most obvious one, which is the set of variables. Okay, here, as you can see, there are only 4 variables of independent that has been chosen by the researchers due to the local culture consideration and the previous researchers. So the researchers of this study recommend for the future researchers to larger the scope of the discussion as well as widen the set of variables in regards to have a very clear and full picture of the factors that contributes to the cosmetic loyalty among the female students. In conclusion, this research had significantly increased the knowledge of the researchers and widened their experience. All the chapters presented above is the outcome of the researchers' hard work as well as the guidance led by the supervisor. That is all from us. Thank you.